The text solution to this video is available on videogcse.com. Question 4. P is equal to 4k minus 10. P is equal to 50. Part A. Work out the value of k. This is worth 2 marks. Pause here, try to do the question. When you've finished, unpause and check your answer. If you get stuck, unpause, watch as long as you need to so you can work out the answer. Pause then, get the answer and unpause when you're finished. P is equal to 4q minus 10. P is equal to 50. It says work out the value of work out the value of k. K is a letter standing for an unknown number. There are two things you need to know here. K is a letter standing for an unknown number, and 4k means 4 times k. In other words, P is equal to 4 times k minus 10. We know that P is 50. So let's bring this to our work. We know that P is 50, so we can simply substitute 50 for P and say that 50 is equal to 4k minus 10. K, remember, is a letter standing for an unknown number. 4k means 4 times k. So what we're saying is 4 times some unknown number, take away 10 will give you 50. You need to figure out what number k is. For this you use what's called the inverse method. You work backwards. You want to get k on one side of the equal sign by itself. So your final answer should be k is equal to, and then the number on the other side that k is. That will make this work. To do that, at the moment k is not by itself on one side of the equal sign. It has what's called a coefficient of 4. That means it's being multiplied by 4. And there's a minus 10 there as well. 10 is being subtracted from it. The first thing to do, let's get rid of that minus 10. That's a very easy thing to do. So you need to do the inverse of subtracting, which is adding. So you need to, if you want to get rid of that minus 10, you need to add something that will get rid of that minus 10 or make it 0. So minus 10 plus what will give you 0? Well, minus 10 plus 10 will give you 0. And it's called the inverse method because subtracting is the inverse of adding, dividing is the inverse of multiplying, and so on. It's kind of like the opposite. So because we want to get rid of the minus 10, we're going to add plus 10 to the right side, to the right expression here, 4k minus 10. To keep everything equal, we need to add 10 to the left expression as well, the left side. So let's do that now. So we've added 10 to this side to keep things equal, to keep both expressions equal. And now we've added 10 to the right expression to get rid of this minus 10. From here, simplify. 50 plus 10 is equal to 60. 4k minus 10 plus 10. That leaves you with 4k plus 0, or a simpler way of saying that is simply 4k. You're almost there. You need to get k by itself on one side of the equal sign. Now you have 60 is equal to 4k. In other words, 4 times the unknown number k will give you 60. You need to find out what number times 4 will give you 60. There's a way to deliberately calculate the answer so you don't have to guess and check. You can, at the moment k is being multiplied by 4. So using the inverse method, if you think of what the inverse of multiplying is, you'll be able to figure out what you should do. I told you earlier that the inverse of multiplying is dividing. So the way to cancel out 4 multiplied by k will be to divide 4k by 4. Also remember, to keep both expressions equal, to keep 60 equal to 4k, Yeah, to keep the left expression equal to the right expression, you'll also need to divide 60 by 4 as well. If you're going to divide 4k by 4 to cancel out this 4, you're going to have to divide 60 by 4 as well. Let's do that now. Let's divide 60 by 4 and 4k by 4. 60 divided by 4, you know, is 15. 4k divided by 4, well, 4 times any number divided by 4 is equal to just that number. So 4 divided by 12 times 12 is equal to 12, or 5 times 12 divided by 12 is equal to 12, and so on. This works for every number. It's the same as 4 minus 4 cancelling each other out, plus 4 and minus 4 cancelling each other out. Times 4 divided by 4 cancel each other out, so it will bring you back to where you started, which is in this case k. It will basically leave you, it's basically 4 times k divided by 4, or 4 divided by 4 times k. It doesn't matter what order you do them in. 4 divided by 4 is 1, so you're left with 1 times k, which is simply k. 1 times any number is simply that number. So we said that our final answer would have k on one side of the equal sign and a number on the other side. We now have that. We have 15 is equal to k, and it's common practice to put the letter on the left of the equal sign and the answer or the value you're trying to find on the right. So I've just swapped them over. It's the same thing. K is equal to 15. So that's our answer. Let's check if we got it correct. I'll check the mark scheme. So question 4, 50 is equal to 4k minus 10. That's what we did. We substituted p for 50. Then we said 4k is equal to 60. That's also what we did. Answer 15. So we got it right. We got 2 marks. Give yourself 1 mark if you substituted 50 for p and wrote down 50 is equal to 4k minus 10 or some equivalent of that. Similar videos to this are available on videogcse.com.